Hi, this is Chaplain Gary Swain from SGM Broadcasting, located in Marchtown, New Jersey. You're listening to us tonight courtesy of Spreaker.com. We're bringing to your doorstep what we call on-demand radio that you can control when and where you're listening. Online at Spreaker.com, on your cell phone, or download our convenient podcast to your favorite MP3 player. SGM Broadcasting is your source for Christian business news, the local gospel music connection featuring area artists, and our weekly Journey of Faith, an inspiration message with local pastors. You can be sure to know when new broadcasts are published by joining our Facebook page at Gary Swain at Facebook.com. Please join our broadcast now in session. You can be sure to know when new broadcasts are published by joining our Facebook page at Gary Swain at Facebook.com. We're not your granddad's radio station anymore. We're not just local. We're anywhere. Please join our broadcast now in session, the radio broadcast that you can take anywhere. Hi friends, this is Gary Swain of the Business Beat. It's January the 7th, 2013. You're listening to Chaplain Gary R. Swain, marketing consultant for WSGM Broadcasting. That's radio on demand, brought to you courtesy of Spreaker.com. Our question for today's show is, why is it that it seems that most of the successful business owners in Cumberland County are not residents? Most successful business owners are either out-of-county residents who moved into our county in recent years, franchisees, or company-owned franchises. Some examples of these are Walmart, Wawa Inc., Staples, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, Burger King, or company-owned stores like ShopRite. If I'm right, why do you think this is? I believe that most residents don't take the time to educate themselves fully about their prospective businesses. And the second reason is their attitude and the way that they do business. Many times, they have a know-it-all attitude. Let's examine my hypotheses a little further. I have been marketing consultant in Cumberland County for about 25 years. Most Cumberland County small businesses don't allocate enough money to adequately support and market their business for the income they want. When asking them how they expect their business to grow without advertising, they often will tell us that they have tried advertising and it doesn't work for them. Many times what they think advertising is putting one ad in one newspaper every now and then. Asking them this second question, what they are doing to get new business, will often result in an answer of, oh, well, we rely on word of mouth. Well, how are you doing at that? Oh, really good. Unfortunately, I have seen hundreds of them go out and a few months later. I agree that word of mouth is a great form of advertising, and it might be up front the cheapest form of advertising, although I still have reservations about that statement, because in reality it's very costly by the time you wait for it to actually take place. But it's hardly capable of sustaining the type of gains that is needed in this economy just to stay in business. Not alone. Let's see if I understand what those businesses are telling me correctly. That they are going to wait until someone remembers to tell potential customers that they are in business, that their business has many things to offer, and then they're going to wait until that person needs a service or product from their business and expect them to remember the details of the person who told them. What do you think are the odds on that happening often enough to support business growth? When you hear that, does that sound right to your ears? Yet hundreds of business owners in Cumberland County tell us that on a yearly basis. There are times we ask them, well, would you run your business without a phone, lights, water, or heat? Because running your business without marketing is just like running without electric. Their answers will still range from it's too slow to you'll see them spend when they first open extravagant amount of money, $30,000, $50,000 to start a business or sustain expenses of $8,000 to $10,000 a month just for rent and utilities, and then spend less than $1,500 to $2,000 a month just in marketing. Now, when you look at that as to the scheme of what is actually needed, that $2,000 a month, if they spend that, would be a very, very, very low amount to spend. Many end up actually spending their life savings, but not a dime of it ever went towards educating themselves on what area people want or how to reach the masses. This is kind of like sitting in front of a fireplace, heating the house with $100 bills. They look at you like you have two heads if you tell them they need a multimedia advertising campaign to get them off the ground, to get them started, and to keep them sustained with new business coming through the door each and every day. And yet they will proudly tell you, with a smile on their face, we can't afford it, or we don't have the money. What they really don't realize is that they are telling us they don't have the foggiest idea of what they're doing. They don't even understand the application of proper signage. Looking at their storefronts, some have no signs at all. Others make makeshift signs or use temporary banners as a permanent sign. You know, when I'm going out to buy, nothing says fly by night to me more than a business that doesn't have a sign. If you're using a temporary banner, that should be to announce something special, and typically they wouldn't be used longer than a month. You might repeat them a year later, but nevertheless, you wouldn't keep them up month after month. They can't sustain. They don't look good for that long a time. You know, once, in my young years in business, I saw letters on the side of a sign company's truck saying, "A business without a sign is a sign of no business." And I believe that was a true statement. Many times they try to compete with the Walmarts directly. In reality, they can't compete against the giants on their turf. They need to develop niche markets, services and products not found in the big stores. Talking to them sometimes, listening to their answers, just defies logic. If you're in business and you don't know what you're doing, there's help out there through the SBA business training programs. Even at the local county college will give you good, sound business training. Most successful businesses allocated up to 15% when they want to really go at the market aggressively and gain share. And as a general rule, 7 to 11 just a maintained, established business. Finally, the type of business that is complacent, and I call it that, our complacent business person. This business person is usually a couple generations old, or actually the business is a couple generations old, and they're sitting and waiting for the government to improve the economy. They are actually part of the problem and not part of the solution at all. Many were Depression-era businesses that were built in hard times, but the business are run into the ground by their college-educated children, who have long forgot good promotion strategies. Most of them have never had to risk anything before, have no business vision, and for the most of their life, business has always been good for them. They are typically going to wait this whole thing out, let someone else take that risk. And again, we see that attitude problem we were talking about earlier. In business, you're either in a growth mode or you're going out of business. You need to pick which one you want to sustain, and that's the one you should work towards. My final thought is the typical Cumberland County business doesn't even go into business with the right attitude. They don't research, they don't have capital to make sure that there's a market to sustain their business. Their attitude is that we build it and they will come. I don't believe you can rely on that, and most of them find that out far too late. Business is far too tough in a poor economy like Cumberland County to adopt a poor attitude, that if we build it, they will come. Or we will wait it out. Someone will fix this for us. Maybe the government? Well, good luck on that one. All right, folks, we need to break here for an advertisement, and we'll be back shortly. I had a chance to talk with one of our successful businesses on the Landis Avenue, Vineland area. It was refreshing to hear what the owner said to me And I actually took time to actually do an impromptu interview with them. They've been on the Landis Avenue area for 13 years, very well signed up, and really doing a lot of things right. And that's why they've been on Landis Avenue for 13 years. We'll be back in a moment. We're on location at L&M Mobile Tax Service in Vineland, New Jersey. Lewis is taking some time out of his busy schedule to answer a few tax questions today. Lewis, you're the owner of L&M, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, out of curiosity, you're on Landis Avenue. How long have you been in business?
We started in 2000, a small office on Landis Avenue, so this year will be our 13th year.
So you've been 13 years in business, huh?
Yes.
And you've always been on Landis Avenue?
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of businesses, especially tax services, move all over the place. To be in one spot on Landis Avenue for all those years really adds a lot of stability in your fact of being a business and integrity as far as I'm concerned. Let me ask you a question early on so our audience can find out how to contact you with their tax questions. What's your phone number?
Our phone number is 856-563-0400. And we also have a webpage, will be lnmtaxservice@aol.com.
Okay. Do you have a Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay. And they can contact you on Facebook by just looking up L&M Tax Service.
Yes.
So if they put that in there and hit enter, it should come directly to you.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. When I need tax service, what would be the reasons I would come to you opposed to anybody else that might be available for taxes?
Like, we've been around for 13 years, and we really cater to our customers, our low fees and everything. We try to be competitive. And really, you're getting the franchise service without the franchise fee.
Or the attitude.
Yes. Yeah, yes. Yeah, I heard that before.
Yeah, really. It's like sometimes in a corporate structure, you're a piece of meat, you're a number, and
right.
It's how fast they can get you out the door. From what I understand about your tax service, you're a family-owned and family-run organization. It's your family serving their family.
Yeah, you'll feel more comfortable when they come in here.
I guarantee
we
that.
We don't use the big ties. We're more relaxed.
I can tell that just by talking to you the short time we've talked today. Now, in closing, what would you like to say to the good people of our listening audience?
Well, like you said, we're a family-oriented, business, and we cater, to the residents of Vineland. Most of our customers are really from Vineland. Like 80%. Then we got people come from Maryland and everything. So there must be a reason why they're coming so far.
Wow. Now, you actually have people in Maryland coming all the way to New Jersey.
They come for 2 hours. They come on a Sunday or something, the day off, to come do their taxes in our office.
Now, one other question that I have for you. If anybody has anything pressing in taxes, can they call you?
Yes. Well, during tax season, we're really busy. So you can either get us through the webpage, lnmtaxservice.com.
Can they post a question on Facebook?
Yes, post a question on Facebook, and we'll answer.
And then as soon as you get a chance, you'll get back to them.
Right.
Well, Lewis, I really appreciate, as one business owner to the other, you taking a couple minutes for our radio station today and telling us a little bit about what is special about your business. Folks, this is Chaplain Gary R. Swain, marketing consultant for WSGM Broadcasting, Radio on Demand. Contact L&M Tax Service at what phone number?
856-563-0400.
Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you.
Hey folks, we're back. Now, I'm not saying that there are no long-term residents that are successful. I am saying that there are far too few of them to ensure a successful business climate for Cumberland County businesses. If you think I am wrong, ask around. Find me a county chamber of commerce. You might find a local chamber of commerce, but if you attend one of their meetings, you'll see that they have less than 0.1% of the businesses in that city actually attending any meetings. So even if you show up for a meeting, there's very little meat there or networking capability for the average business like even us. We don't attend them. The successful business person we're discussing today is by far the most successful, not only in Cumberland County, but many times across the United States today. They are the ones who have the backing of a franchise. Now, I believe this is due to the business skills learned through the franchisor. Most franchisors insist that the franchisee attend their schooling that teaches them literally every facet of running a successful